Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today is Sunday, 11:01, September 24th, 2017. Just 59 more minutes away from my birthday. Um, and I just came off WWE's No Mercy pay-per-view today. Now, in case you're wondering, it's unfortunate I skipped the WWE SummerSlam pay-per-view. Just to sum it up, it was a good pay-per-view. The Fatal 4-Way was a great match. SummerSlam. It was unfortunate that Baron Corbin was getting buried. Was glad that Sasha Banks won the title off Alexa Bliss before losing it the night after, which was stupid. Or the week after, I should say. But I digress. Jinder Mahal continues to piss me off by continuing to be boring and champion. Even though I like his image, I don't like him as champion because he does not deliver a great match. As Shinsuke Nakamura didn't really deliver a great match himself either. And then there's other things, but we're just gonna keep it there and bury it. SummerSlam 2017 was a great pay-per-view. No Mercy. Possibly. Had the match not be as had the main event not be as dry as I didn't expect it to be. Despite that, No Mercy unsurprisingly could be, in the candidacy of the pay-per-view of 2017. In my opinion, I believe, No Mercy 2017 could already be my favorite pay-per-view of this year. And the reason why I don't find it surprising is because out of all the WWE pay-per-views that go on in consistent fashion, I've always said that, No Mercy back in since 99 to 2008, No Mercy has always been my favorite pay-per-view of those years. They just have. And if they aren't my favorite pay-per-view, then they are my they don't deliver a bad pay-per-view. Like every No Mercy I've watched never deliver a bad pay-per-view. There's a few here and there matches, for the most part. A lot of No Mercy matches have been pretty good in my book. I can tell you that with all honesty. I can tell you the last No Mercy they had was in 2008. The lineup: Triple H versus Jeff Hardy for the title, for the WWE title, which was a wonderful, wonderful match they had. Fortunately, Jeff Hardy coming up short. You had Undertaker versus Big Show, which that and Triple H versus Jeff Hardy is hard to, figure out which one was the match of the night because they both were just that good. Jericho versus Triple H in the ladder match is okay, but I could care less about that. There's other matches out there too. I heard that Jericho lost his teeth in that match, but I figured I enjoyed other matches too. For the world title, it's just a bunch of matches. My favorite No Mercy pay-per-view, period, was not the first No Mercy in '99 where they did it in UK. That was a good pay-per-view. But I'm talking about the first American No Mercy, the 1999 No Mercy. Probably least match that we all were looking for was Mankind versus, I believe, Val Venus. Who cared about? I didn't really care too much about that match, but for Rock and Bulldog and you had the main event, which was Austin versus Triple H in an anything goes match, where you just see from the package and the actual fight was just so much to handle. And obviously the match of the night that pretty much set the precedent, Jeff Hardy and the Hardy Boys versus Edge and Christian, and an invitational ladder match for Terry's services, which pretty much set the precedent for TLC. You know, you had that, and then you followed that up with the Dudleys with their table matches, and then you went to a triangle ladder match where they just had awesome match at that, and the SummerSlam you had the TLC. So you know, just all that started from the invitational ladder match that they had in '99, and that's what got the Hardys and Edge and Christian to grab on to the brass ring at the end of the day. You know, with that being said, this is the first No Mercy pay-per-view that was released since 2008, and I must say this was amazing. Going straight to the top, let's just get right to it, to the matches that weren't that good. First and foremost, Cruiserweight title match. I'm happy that Enzo won, but obviously Jimmy Corderas tweeted this match. Enzo Amore took the wind out of everyone's sails, because I know Neville can have a good match, and this was just, ugh. You know what I mean? You know, Amore, Enzo pulling off the cheat to win. Obviously, they're starting a heel turn, but hey, man, it is what it is. I will say this though. Enzo Amore must have pissed everybody off, because the way Corey Graves week in every time is just going in. Sometimes Michael Cole joins in on the bashing or Booker T, but for the most part, Corey Graves is just super consistent. I don't know what Enzo Amore did to Corey Graves. I don't know if he fucked his girl. We don't know, but he really's got something against Enzo Amore, because that is some hate. Not even hate. That sounds like disdain, like real heat. Because Corey Graves is just so passionately angry at Enzo Amore, and it just doesn't make sense. Okay, moving on. We have the main event, which is Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman. I think it's safe to say this match was a disappointment. And the reason why I say this match is a disappointment was not because it was short, but because nothing was really done in this match. You know, it felt like this whole match was built up to a point where it looked like Brock Lesnar might lose the title, but then when the match happened, you never see Braun Strowman put any doubt. Yeah, he kicked out with the suplex and did the running power slam, but you never seen Brock Lesnar go through a barricade or a table, or you never seen Brock Lesnar go to the extreme, and you never seen Braun Strowman go to the extreme to the point where it just seemed like a regular wrestling match. It just bored me to death. And Kevin Castle said it before: is Braun Strowman over, or he's just on an alternative? And this match kind of proves this point. Braun Strowman ain't over. They're not cheering for him. They're not doing nothing. Braun Strowman is just the alternative to go up against Brock Lesnar, because it's nothing we've never seen before, and it's anyone but Roman. Which is unfortunate, because Roman Reigns has done so much in his pay-per-view. He's had good matches. You know, he's had great matches, with the exception of his match against The Undertaker, but any other match was, like, great. And he still doesn't get the recognition he deserves. But I'll get to Roman Reigns' match in a second. Just starting off, I believe Miz versus Jason Jordan. Miz obviously was there to open up the crowd. Miz picking up the win. Great match. The crowd was into it. And the crowd reaction will always get you entertained in a match. If a crowd's not into it, I'm not into it. Why? Because I'm a fan of energy. And when there's great energy involving in a great match, You'll always entertain me. The next match was trying to see if the next match was a tag team match. Sheamus and Cesaro versus Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. Beautiful match. That match took the first match and just set the tone. Obviously, Sheamus made Jeff Hardy lose his teeth, and I guess Dean Ambrose is Cesaro's getting the favor returned from by karma by having his teeth come out. Multiple teeth. You see him bleeding in the match, but just beautiful. Everything was just done so well in this match. Like, I've enjoyed it too. I've enjoyed it so much. So this made this match even better. And as I saw that, I said, this pay-per-view could be it. Then, you have the Fatal 5-Way with Bayley joined in the match. Wonderful match. Nia Jax is as strong as she's ever been. Everyone worked great. Alexa Bliss obviously picked up the victory. I'm going to disrespect Alexa Bliss because I don't like the way they push her. So she won the match. Who cares? And she did it by pinning Bayley, so it makes me want to disrespect her even more. Next match we have, and I think this is where it gets great. John Cena versus Roman Reigns. This was the match of the night. I don't care what anyone tells me. I don't care how they try to judge. Oh, no. Before I get there, Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt. That was another good match. The way they, and I didn't expect it to be good. It was so much better than their other two matches. This match was great. Not the best match, but it was definitely better than the Cruiserweight match, and it was definitely better than the main event. The crowd was in it, and that's all that matters. This match was good. Nothing too much to say. But John Cena versus Roman Reigns, match of the night. Match of the night. This match was well-deserved the hype. And you know what sucks? When you really think about this match and the main event, Braun Strowman did so much fucked up shit to Brock Lesnar during the build-up of this pay-per-view. And this got a lot of crowd reaction. All John Cena and Roman Reigns did before their match was talk shit. Literally. They talked a lot of shit. Now, I don't know what Roman Reigns did to John Cena during the Go Home show, because I didn't see that. But I didn't see it during the packaging that they had in physical altercations. But I will say that if they did, y'all can tell me, show me what happened, give me the link of whatever happened. I would like to know. But till then, I'm going to say that they never had any physical altercation before this pay-per-view, and all they did was talk trash to each other, and they put up so much of a better match. The audience was just so into it, the anticipation, everything was so great. And Kevin Castle is right. Braun Strowman's not over in that sense. Roman Reigns is. Whether they love him or hate him, he's getting a reaction. And the best way to get a reaction, whether it's good or bad, if you're not getting indifferent, people aren't just going home. They can boo you, but these wrestling fans, they don't get it. They hate Roman Reigns, but they still watch his show just to say they hate him. But yet you wonder why Dolph Ziggler's not getting pushed. You're not cheering for him. Why isn't such and such not getting pushed? You're not cheering for them. You want to know why Zack Ryder got pushed? Because they cheered for him. They cheered. They did all this stuff. They wanted Zack Ryder to come out, and they were getting their wish. Zack Ryder got over on his own with his internet show. And unfortunately, they spite him and they buried him for it. Daniel Bryan got over. They tried to bury him. They tried to get him out the main event. They tried to give him what they want, but smother him down. But the thing was, they're doing it backwards. They wanted Daniel Bryan to get what he wanted. They wanted to give the fans what they wanted for cheering Janet. They wanted to give the fans what they wanted for cheering for Daniel Bryan, but their financial part of the bargain wasn't really doing the same thing as their reactions, because Daniel Bryan wasn't getting that stuff. But yet they forced him, and they shoehorned him because fans apparently just were fans. And with that being done, Daniel Bryan was still to the top, no matter what. But Roman Reigns, no matter what, is getting that reaction. And whether they loved him or hate him, Roman Reigns was right. John Cena was not the guy. John Cena was not the guy to bury Roman Reigns, and Roman Reigns was the only guy that John Cena couldn't bury. And I remember Booker T and them said Roman Reigns has beaten John Cena. I disagree. Roman Reigns did not beat John Cena. Roman Reigns did not get a victory over John Cena. Roman Reigns did not secure a victory over John Cena. Roman Reigns secured a succession over John Cena. Roman Reigns has succeeded over John Cena. In other words, Roman Reigns is the franchise player. He's the top guy in the company right now. I don't care if Samoa Joe's beat him. I don't care if Braun Strowman has beaten him. I don't care if Brock Lesnar's pinned him. I don't care at all. I don't care how many times Seth Rollins has beaten Roman Reigns. I don't care how many stars can go in the back and say we own Roman Reigns. Because as long as your top guy is still getting those reactions, selling those tickets, involved in those main events, and fighting the top caliber guys like Undertaker and John Cena and going over them, there's nothing you can say. There's nothing you can say. Still waiting on Samoa Joe to beat Brock Lesnar. Still waiting on Braun Strowman to beat Brock Lesnar. There's nothing I can really say at this point. It's all academic. And from here on out, Roman Reigns is now the top guy in the company. John Cena is now Roman Reigns' predecessor. And John Cena can win a WWE championship and be the 17 times champion. But you know what? Hulk Hogan won his recent championship back in 2002 and he was way past his prime. Rock won his championship in 2013. His time was over. Brock Lesnar's championship, but his time is over. John Cena is just the pastime guy, which is something I never thought I'd see. Right next to hearing "Thank You, Cena." I've never heard "Thank You, Cena" in my entire life. Probably the last time you heard that was, I believe, the Survivor Series pay-per-view back in 2011 when he quote-unquote got fired by Wade Barrett after letting, Randy Orton retain his championship. But even then, anyone can tell me a match that you've seen John Cena people say "Thank You, Cena." None whatsoever. The minute John Cena let Kevin Owens, AJ Styles pin him cleanly, and he had the U.S. Open Challenge, John Cena did what was literally assumed impossible for his entire career, and that was finally get the respect of the audience back, because he's no longer under the microscope as the top guy anymore. Roman Reigns is. And that sucks for Roman Reigns, because now we're working backwards in this company. We're in an era where we're working backwards for fan appreciation. You get appreciated, we put you to the top, we hate you anyway. Unless you're Daniel Bryan, unless you do, even then, people wanted Dean Ambrose to be champion. He became champion. They hated him Now no one wanted to be around Dean Ambrose. The reason why they love Dean Ambrose is because he's no longer under the microscope with Seth Rollins. And the reason why Seth Rollins, as I've said a billion times, was getting cheered and respected is because they didn't want to admit that they were wrong, that Seth Rollins isn't bringing in the money when he was champion. But now that he's not under the microscope, people forget that. Seth Rollins was running roughshod when he was champion from WrestleMania all the way up until that house show where he got injured. So you have John Cena, who's the top guy. You know, you have John Cena, who's the top guy. John Cena is now a legend. You heard Mike Cole. They called him the GOAT. Even though, you know, people are going to say he's not, and that's fine. But the fact that you get referred to that means you're a legend. You've been proceeded. You know what I mean? Someone has succeeded over you. You've proceeded under somebody. You know, John Cena is now on the level of the Macho Man's the Hulk. People say he's not. No, he may be a little bit below, but he's on that level. In terms of popularity, he may be a little bit below, but now that's not the case anymore. He's on the level with the Hulk. John Cena is on the level with the Hulk Hogan's, the Rocks, the Stone Colds, the Macho Mans, the Ultimate Warriors. Can't nobody tell me nothing. And Roman Reigns is in that top spot. He's not on that level, but he's on the way of being with them. It's just Roman Reigns just has to do something that John Cena has done to get that level of respect. And what makes it great that John Cena has gotten that level of respect is it was done without WWE having to force it. That's pretty much all I gotta say about that. And this match just shows that Roman Reigns can have just as good if not great of a match as John Cena, as anyone else. Can Roman Reigns have more better matches? That's up to him. That being said, this is Shake Master J, signing off with Controversy.